Hey, what's up everyone? John here from testprepinsight.com, and today I'm going to be breaking down and reviewing the NCLEX prep program from Nurse Plus Academy. We've had a chance to really test this course out, put it through the ringer, and now we're ready to give you our thoughts. So if you're ready, let's get to it. Okay, before we dive right on in, I just wanted to quickly say that since I'll just be touching on the big ticket items in this video review today, if you find you need more detail at any point, we have a full detailed written review on our website that you can check out. To find that, I would just Google Test Prep Insight, Nurse Plus Academy, NCLEX Review. Alright, so let me start from a high level and tell you sort of how the Nurse Plus program works. With Nurse Plus, it's all about practice work. Now, there's a wide range of NCLEX review courses and products on the market. Everything from standalone study books, to full courses with live classes that meet in person and online, to packages built around on-demand video lessons. But Nurse Plus is all about the practice side of NCLEX Review. And honestly, I like this. With the NCLEX, one of the most efficient and effective means of studying is just to hammer practice set after practice set. Most of the hard content you need should already be bouncing around your brain somewhere from nursing school, and it's just a matter of refreshing that knowledge and learning how to pass the exam. I guess in other words, practice work is super important for the NCLEX. So the fact that Nurse Plus Academy zeroes in on almost nothing but practice material is a good thing. But anyway, let's just run down exactly what you get with this package. It's really not too complicated. You get access to around 2,500 practice problems, their NCLEX simulator program, and a couple content review tools like flashcards and cheat sheets. And that's it. So like I said, it's not a complicated course with tons of features. And here's how it works. From your dashboard, Nurse Plus breaks up all their practice work into these tests based on topic. These obviously aren't full-length tests, they're just problem sets with 20 to 60 problems that focus on a narrow subject. And basically you work the practice problems in each of these modules until you get a 100% score. In other words, you can't move on until you get them all right. Now, I'm not gonna lie, this is super annoying, especially when you miss the same question 2 or 3 times. But I get why they do this. Obviously, if you're missing the same question multiple times, it's because you've got a serious weak spot and you need to keep improving at it. So while it can be really frustrating at times, it is super effective. Also, at the end of each of these modules that focus on a particular topic, they give you a marathon test that recaps everything you just learned, and you essentially work every practice problem in that last section one more time. So you probably get it by now. Nurse Plus is all about repetition, repetition, repetition. And on that point, beyond all of these learning modules or practice problems, Nurse Plus also has an NCLEX simulator, which gives you a chance to practice under more exam-like conditions. Personally, I think their program does a great job matching the funky old interface of the NCLEX and looks just like the real thing. But probably more importantly, I also think they did a really nice job getting their algorithm to match how the NCLEX gets harder or easier based on how you're performing. If you're missing questions, then the difficulty level drops, and if you're getting a bunch of problems right, it gets much harder. So in that respect, I thought they did a really nice job. And if you want to see some screenshots of the simulator to see what I'm talking about, we have a bunch of pics in our written review. I'll drop a link over to that down below for you. And the final thing I'd note about the practice material is that wrapped around all of the practice work, both the modules and mock exams, Nurse Plus gives you performance metrics. Now, I get that might not sound like anything exciting, but the one part of this feature that I thought was cool and worth calling out is that it shows you exactly what your chances of passing are at any exact moment in time with a passing probability calculator, as well as how you're doing against other students. So essentially, you can see exactly how you stack up and when you're ready to sit for the test. These were small features, but I really like them. Alright, so if you're wondering at this point about lesson work or assigned homework or something like that, know that there isn't much in the way of traditional content review with Nurse Plus. There are no live classes, hard copy prep books, or even video lessons. And this is one of my main knocks on this NCLEX review package. If you're the type of student who needs the accountability and commitment that comes with live classes, you're not going to get that here. And you're also not going to get material review through printed textbooks or dynamic video lessons. Honestly, if that's what you need, you're going to want to check out nursing.com or Kaplan. Though I would just note that those NCLEX packages are understandably more expensive. And that's probably a good chance to mention Nurse Plus Academy's pricing since I haven't touched on that yet. Basically, they have 3 simple plans. A monthly pay-as-you-go plan that costs around $50 per month, their standard plan called the Bulletproof that kicks in a few extra features and costs around $100 all in with 60 days of access, and a package called the Full Year that gives you 365 days of access and costs around $140. So pretty simple and honestly speaking, pretty affordable. You're going to be hard pressed to find a much cheaper program out there. And I should also mention that even though Nurse Plus is priced super affordably, they still frequently run sales and special promotions on their packages, so make sure to check the description below for discount codes. A lot of times you can find the Nurse Plus course discounted by 10 to 20%, so keep an eye on that if you're getting ready to buy. I'll do my best to keep that text below the video screen updated with any codes or coupons that might be out there to help save you some money on this course. But anyway, circling back to the topic of content review. Most all of your content review with Nurse Plus is going to come two ways, through reviewing problem solutions or their flashcards and cheat sheets. On that first point of problem solutions, I'll just say that I love the Nurse Plus problem explanations and think they are a huge value add. They're detailed, insightful, and easy to read. And this is where most of your content refresh is going to come from. But if you're looking for more direct review of hard content without the practice work, that's going to be the flashcards and cheat sheets. The flashcards are more or less what you'd expect with a term or concept on the front and a definition on the back. And the digital program allows you to cycle through them pretty quickly, where you can categorize them based on what you already know versus what you need to come back to later. And the cheat sheets are also pretty decent. They're essentially just PDFs that recap key content and provide nice little summaries of essential material, but they are helpful for quick review sessions. And that's about it for my rundown of the Nurse Plus Academy NCLEX review course. I know I sort of weave my thoughts into the explanation of the program, so let's quickly recap the pros and cons as I see them with Nurse Plus to help kind of put things in context. But real quick, before I dive into that, I should mention that every single month here at Test Prep Insight, we give away a free course to one lucky person. It's super simple to enter. Everyone is eligible. I'll put all the details down below in the description. It'll take you less than 10 seconds to enter, and hey, you never know, you could win a totally free NCLEX review course. Okay, so on the pro sides, you've got number one, the practice work is highly realistic of what you're going to see on exam day, and the explanations that go with each problem are very good. Number two, the price point. At around $100 for their standard package, Nurse Plus is a great bargain. There's not many, if any at all, QBanks out there for cheaper. Number three, I like the NCLEX simulator and thought did a great job simulating the real thing. And finally, number four, the flashcards and cheat sheets that you get are pretty nice little add-ons for content review. They're not super comprehensive, but if you don't need a ton of written material, they're just fine. Then on the flip side for cons, I really only have one major negative, or maybe it's three, depending on how you want to look at it. And that's that there are no prep books, video lessons, or live classes with this package. Again, this is all going to go back to personal preference and what your needs are with respect to content review. And that sort of naturally brings me to our verdict. Should you go with Nurse Plus for your prep? Well, I think the bottom line with Nurse Plus is that it's an awesome practice-focused study tool with a killer price point. Between their quality practice problems, realistic NCLEX simulator, flashcards, and cheat sheets, there's just a lot to like. Honestly, for those looking to pass the NCLEX quickly and easily, Nurse Plus has it all, except maybe one thing, comprehensive content review. But honestly, I have a solution for that. Snag a solid NCLEX review book off of Amazon for $20 to $40, read that for content review, and then combine it with the killer practice problem and flashcards from Nurse Plus. In my opinion, that's a recipe for success. In short, we're big fans of Nurse Plus and give it high marks. Anyway, that's all I have for you. I hope this video has been helpful and you learned a little something. If so, make sure to return the favor by subscribing to this channel, liking our video, and dropping us a quick comment below. That'd really be appreciated. And if you want to learn more about the NCLEX exam or see our full detailed written review of the Nurse Plus course, make sure to jump on over to our website, testprepinsight.com, where we have a ton of great content. Anyways, as always, thanks for watching, best of luck, and we'll see you in the next one.